Welcome back to my channel. Today's topic is study of anode rays. In our previous video, we studied about the study of cathode ray and the discovery of electron. So when electron were discovered, means electron is a negatively charged particle, and we all know that atom as a whole is a neutral species. After the discovery of electron, it was struck in the mind of the scientists that if there is a negatively charged particle in the atom, there should be a positively charged particle in the atom. So they discovered proton. And before the discovery of the proton, we have to study the study of anode rays. We have to study about the properties and characteristics of anode rays. So our topic starts from study of anode rays, then we'll move to discovery of proton, and then further 2-3 topics. So let's get started. Goldstein in 1886 performed a discharge tube experiment. The same discharge tube which was discovered by William Crookes. William Crookes performed the same discharge tube experiment but for the discovery of cathode rays, and Goldstein performed the discharge tube experiment for the study of anode rays. So Goldstein in 1886 performed this experiment. In his experiment, he taken the perforated cathode instead of the simple cathode. Means there is a discharge tube. In the discharge tube, 2 electrodes are there. The discharge tubes are sealed from both the ends. From one side, this discharge tube is connected to vacuum. From here, it is connected to vacuum. So, in this, Goldstein take perforated cathode instead of simple cathode. Goldstein ने perforated cathode लिया, means a cathode, electrode which contains tiny holes in it. Clear? Now, when he supplied 10,000 volt of high voltage at 1 atm. We all know that at 1 atm no electricity will flow through the discharge tube because gases are poor conductor of electricity. Then he reduced the pressure from 1 atm to 0.1 mm. 1 atm to 0.1 mm. Then he further reduced this pressure to 0.01 mm. So when it reduced the pressure, means at low pressure and at very high voltage, what happened? A green fluorescence color appear behind the wall of this cathode. A green fluorescence color appear हुआ किस wall के behind? That perforated cathode. It means when at very low pressure and at very high voltage, when electricity is supplied in this discharge tube, what Goldstein observed? He observed that some lights are coming, some rays are coming from the side of the anode. Some rays are coming from the side of the anode. Then they penetrate the cathode. They come out from the hole of the cathode and make a green fluorescence color in the wall which is present behind the cathode. It means some rays are coming from the anode. Some rays are coming from the anode. So he named those rays as anode rays. Clear? So Goldstein 1886 performed discharge tube experiment in which he take cathode ray, perforated cathode electrode instead of normal cathode electrode. What he observed, at very high voltage and at very low pressure, some of the rays coming from anode, they penetrate cathode and produce a green fluorescence color behind the wall of the cathode, and the rays which are coming from the anode, Goldstein termed them anode rays. Clear? Studied the properties of anode rays. Just like cathode rays, anode rays have number of properties. So we studied the properties of anode rays one by one. The first property of anode ray is anode ray travel in a straight line. Then how we get to know that anode ray travel in a straight line? When an object is placed between the 2 electrodes, a sharp shadow is formed. And when anything is travel in a straight line, then it is capable to produce the sharp shadow of the solid object. So anode ray travel in a straight line. Second, anode ray possess penetration effect. Because anode ray shows the green fluorescence color behind the wall of the cathode. It means they penetrate the cathode electrode, and then they make a fluorescent color light behind the wall of the cathode. It means cathode ray possess penetration effect. Third point, cathode ray possess particles, or anode ray possess mechanical effect. Just like cathode rays, anode rays are also made up of particles, and anode rays possess mechanical effect, or anode rays cause mechanical effect. Now, how we get to know that anode rays also made up of particles or they cause mechanical effect? When a small wheel pedal is placed in between the two electrodes, it starts rotating. So it means that the anode rays possess particles, which results in the rotation of the wheel. Fourth property is they are positively charged. Means anode rays are positively charged rays. Now, how we get to know that they are positively charged? Under the influence of the electric field and magnetic field, their behavior is similar to that expected from the positively charged particle. जैसा behavior एक positively charged particle का होता है under the influence of the electric and magnetic field, same behavior was shown by the anode rays. That's why we concluded that they are positively charged. Now, these properties are similar to that of the cathode rays. Okay, if you noticed, cathode ray also travel in a straight line, anode ray also travel in a straight line. Cathode ray possess penetration effect, anode ray also possess penetration effect. Cathode ray are made up of material particles or they cause mechanical effect. Anode ray also made up of material particles and they cause mechanical effect. Cathode ray are negatively charged, whereas anode rays are positively charged. So this is one difference between the cathode rays and anode rays. Now the next difference between the cathode rays and anode rays is that we know that in cathode rays the charge to mass ratio remains same. If we change the gas, if we continuously change the gas in the discharge tube, the ratio charge to mass ratio remains same if we are talking about the cathode ray. But if we are talking about the anode rays, by changing the gas in the discharge tube, the charge to mass ratio also changes. So means the charge to mass ratio depends on the nature of the gas which is present in the discharge tube. For anode rays, the charge to mass ratio is not same for all the gases. With change in the gas, the charge to mass ratio also changes. It means charge to mass ratio depends on the nature of the gas which is present in the discharge tube. Now, sixth is, if we talk about the cathode rays, the value of charge for each gas, means the value of E for each gas remains same. But if we are talking about anode rays, the value of E for every gas is different. It means the value of charge, not only the value of charge to mass, but the value of charge also changes with the change in the nature of the gas which is present in the discharge tube. But one thing is noticed, that the charge of anode rays comes in the whole number multiple of the charge of the cathode ray. It means there is a relation between the charge of the cathode rays and the charge of the anode rays, that the charge of the anode ray is the whole number multiple of the charge of the cathode ray. Clear? Now, seventh is also a difference, that in case of cathode rays, the mass of cathode ray particles remains same for each gas. But if we are talking about the anode ray, the mass of the the mass of the anode rays also changes with the change in the temperature. It means in anode rays, the charge to mass ratio, the value of the charge and the value of the mass, all three depends on the nature of the gas which is taken in the discharge tube. But in this also, one thing is noticed that the mass of the anode ray, when we are changing the gas, the mass of the anode ray which we are calculating or which they were calculating is nearly equal to the mass of the gas which is taken in the discharge tube. So these are the properties of the anode rays. Hydrogen gas is taken in the discharge tube. At that time, the mass of the anode ray come minimum. At this time, when charge is calculated, the charge on these particles comes same to that of the electron but with opposite sign. Means जो charge in particles का आया वो कितना था? Same as that of the electron. What is the charge on the electron? That is 1.6 into 10 to the power minus 19 coulomb. So the charge of these particles also come 1.6 into 10 to the power minus 19 coulomb but with opposite sign. In case of electron, the sign is minus 1.6 into 10 to the power minus 19 coulomb, but here it comes plus 1.6 into 10 to the power minus 19 coulomb. When hydrogen gas is taken in the discharge tube, then charge to mass ratio is also calculated, and the charge to mass ratio come at that time is 9.58 into 10 to the power 4 coulomb per gram. This is the charge to mass ratio when hydrogen gas is taken in the discharge tube. And why hydrogen gas is taken in the discharge tube? Because when hydrogen gas is taken in the discharge tube, the mass of these particles comes minimum. And with the help of these two, when we calculate the mass of these particles, that is E divided by E by M, that is equals to 1.6 into 10 to the power minus 19 divided by 9.58 into 10 to the power 4. What the values come? The value come 1.67 into 10 to the power minus 24 gram. So this is the mass of the particles which constitute the anode rays, and the scientists term the particle which constitute the anode rays as proton. So on the basis of all these studies, we describe or we develop a definition for proton. So anode rays की characteristics के basis पे, charge mass और mass के calculation के basis पे अब हम लोग क्या करेंगे? प्रोटॉन को define करेंगे in the same way as we defined the electron in our previous video. So we can define proton, that proton is that fundamental particle which carries 1 unit positive charge. If you remember, in the definition of electron, what we studied, that electron may be defined as that fundamental particle which carries 1 unit negative charge. So here the definition is a fundamental particle which carries 1 unit positive charge and has a mass nearly equal to that of the hydrogen atom. Means a particle which carry 1 unit of positive charge and whose mass is nearly equal to that of hydrogen atom is known as proton. So I think you both capable to differentiate between the proton and the electron. Electron is that fundamental particle which carry 1 unit negative charge, and the mass of the electron is 1 divided by 1/837 of that of the hydrogen atom. But what is proton? Proton is that fundamental particle which carry 1 unit positive charge and whose mass is nearly equal to that of the hydrogen atom. So proton पॉजिटिव चार्ज 1 यूनिट पॉजिटिव चार्ज और जिसका मास नियरली किसके इक्वल होता है? एक हाइड्रोजन एटम के मास के इक्वल. एंड इलेक्ट्रॉन इज 1 नेगेटिव चार्ज एंड जिसका जो मास है 1/1837 ऑफ द हाइड्रोजन एटम के इक्वल होता है. सो इन दिस वे में आपकी किसकी डिस्कवरी हुई? इलेक्ट्रॉन्स एज वेल एज प्रोटॉन्स. So when electrons and protons are discovered, it was established that atom is made up of 2 subatomic particles, that is electrons and protons. one carry negative charge and one carry a positive charge. Means at that time there is no discovery of neutron. Neutron was discovered later on. So now we'll study that how neutron will discovered. After the discovery of electrons and protons, it was well established that atom is no more indivisible. It is divisible and it is made up of charged particle. This establishment or this experiment was further proved by the discovery of radioactivity. Now this phenomenon was discovered by a scientist which is known as Becquerel. Means the discovery of radioactivity was discovered by Becquerel in 1896. Now first of all, what do you mean by radioactivity? Radioactivity is the process of spontaneous emission of the radioactive emission of the particles by the radioactive elements. So what is radioactivity? Radioactivity is the phenomenon in which there is a spontaneous emission of the particles from certain radioactive elements. Now the examples of radioactive elements are like uranium and thorium, etc. So these are the radioactive elements. So what Becquerel did, Becquerel take a lead block. In the lead block he made a cavity and he placed the radioactive element in that lead block. ठीक है, Becquerel ने एक lead block लिया, उसमें उसने एक कैविटी प्रोड्यूस की और उस कैविटी में उसने क्या पुट किया? अ रेडियोएक्टिव एलिमेंट. इट मे बी यूरेनियम, इट मे बी थोरियम, इट मे बी रेडियम, एटसेट्रा. मीन्स दोज एलिमेंट्स विच आर कैपेबल टू produce or to emit the radiations. Then he'll make here an electric field, positive and negative, and here he places a photographic plate. ठीक है, Becquerel ने यहाँ पे क्या प्रोड्यूस किया, क्या जनरेट किया? एक इलेक्ट्रिक फील्ड. और यहाँ पे उसने क्या पुट की? हमारी एक फोटोग्राफिक प्लेट. मीन्स अ प्लेट विच इज कवर्ड विद जिंक सल्फाइड स्क्रीन. क्लियर? व्हेन द radiations are emitted from this source, the radioactive source, he observed 3 different spots in the photographic plate. ठीक है, Becquerel को क्या मिले? 3 different spots मिले हमारी फोटोग्राफिक प्लेट में. नाउ वन रे, जो एक स्पॉट मिला वो मिला टूवर्ड्स द positive electrode. Means a ray is deflected towards the positive electrode. If a ray is deflected towards the positive electrode, what does this mean? This means that the ray contains negative charge. The ray contains negative charge, and when Becquerel studied about this negative charge ray, what he found? He found that this negative charge is nearly equivalent to that of the electron. Now next he found a ray which deflected slightly towards the negative electrode. So the ray which deflected towards the negative electrode, what does this mean? This means that this ray contains positive charge, and when this ray is studied by Becquerel, what he found? He found that this ray contains 2 unit positive charge and the mass is 4u. So he represented this ray as He24, where 2 is the unit which is present in this ray and 4 is the mass of this ray. Clear? And one ray is neither deflected towards positive electrode nor deflected towards negative electrode. जो थर्ड रे थी वो ना ही पॉजिटिव इलेक्ट्रोड की तरफ डिफ्लेक्ट हुई ना ही नेगेटिव इलेक्ट्रोड की तरफ डिफ्लेक्ट हुई. इट मीन्स दिस रे इज न्यूट्रल एट ऑल. ये हमारी न्यूट्रल थी जिसका मास हमारा क्या था? नेग्लिजिबल. यानी इसको क्या कंसिडर किया? एज अ हाई एनर्जी इलेक्ट्रोमैग्नेटिक रेडिएशन. देन ही नेम्ड ऑल 3 रेज. This ray means the ray which contain negative charge. जो रे हमारा नेगेटिव चार्ज पजेस कर रहा है उसको उसने क्या कहा? बीटा रे. नाउ द रे विच कैरी पॉजिटिव चार्ज, ठीक है, उसको उसने क्या कहा? alpha ray. So beta ray resembles electron. Beta ray किसको resemble कर रहा है हमारा इलेक्ट्रॉन को, means beta ray is a ray which contain one negative charge and mass is almost negligible, very small mass. Alpha ray क्या है? Alpha ray resemble helium whose mass is 4u and the charge is +2. And this undeflected ray को उसने नाम दिया gamma ray. So gamma ray is a ray which is considered as a high energy electromagnetic radiation with negligible mass. So discovery of radioactivity prove that atom is also indivisible, atom is also divisible and is made up of charged particles, that is electrons and protons. Topic is discovery of neutron. But before the discovery of neutron, I want to say that after the discovery of protons and electrons, our scientists developed certain structures of atoms, certain models of atoms. We have to study those models of atoms also, but we'll study those models of atoms after the discovery of neutron. So, before the discovery of neutron, neutron was discovered by Chadwick and the discovery of neutron was done in 1932. But before the discovery of neutron in 1913, Henry Moseley performed an experiment. In his experiment, he tried to calculate the exact charge which is present in an atom. जो हेनरी मोजले थे उन्होंने 1913 में एक एक्सपेरिमेंट किया जिसमें वो ये फाइंड आउट कर रहे थे कि एक जो एटम है उसमें टोटल पॉजिटिव चार्ज और टोटल चार्ज कितना होगा. एट दैट टाइम देयर introduced a term that is termed as atomic number. We all know that atomic number is equals to the total positive unit charge present in an atom. Atomic number को कैसे define किया गया था? The total positive unit charge present in an atom. Now we all know that the total positive charge which is present in an atom is equal to the total number of protons present in that atom. एटम में जितने नंबर ऑफ प्रोटॉन्स प्रेजेंट होंगे उतना ही नंबर उसमें क्या होगा, हमारा पॉजिटिव चार्ज ही होगा. एंड एट दैट टाइम ओनली इलेक्ट्रॉन एंड प्रोटॉन वर डिस्कवर्ड एंड द मास ऑफ इलेक्ट्रॉन वर नेग्लिजिबल एज कम्पेयर टू द मास ऑफ द प्रोटॉन. तो ये कंसिडर किया जाता था दैट द ओवरऑल मास ऑफ द एटम इज ड्यू टू द मास ऑफ द प्रोटॉन्स. It means by counting the number of the positive charge, we can able to determine or we can able to calculate the mass of an atom. So इस वे में आपके different atoms के mass को calculate करने लगे. But the actual mass of the atom differ from the calculated mass. लेकिन जो actual mass आया, experimental mass जो आया atom का, वो calculated mass से क्या आया, differ आया. It means that there is certain thing which is present in the nucleus which is neutral but it has a charge. कुछ एक पार्टिकल हमारा प्रेजेंट है न्यूक्लियस में जिसका चार्ज तो नहीं है, इट इज न्यूट्रल बिकॉज एटम इज न्यूट्रल, इलेक्ट्रॉन इज नेगेटिवली चार्ज एंड प्रोटॉन इज पॉजिटिवली चार्ज, सो एटम इज न्यूट्रल एज होल. एटम हमारा न्यूट्रल हो गया है. इट मीन्स जो थर्ड पार्टिकल यहाँ पे है दैट इज overall neutral but has a significant amount of mass. लेकिन significant amount of क्या है वहां पे, mass. So Chadwick in 1932 performed an scattering experiment. क्या परफॉर्म किया इन्होंने, एक स्कैटरिंग एक्सपेरिमेंट किया in which he scattered alpha particle. इन्होंने क्या किया, alpha particle को scattered किया with lighter particles like beryllium boron. Then he found that there is an emission of a particle, an unknown particle which is neutral but whose mass is nearly equal to the mass of the proton. यहाँ पे एक पार्टिकल रिलीज हुआ जिसका चार्ज तो क्या था आपका, न्यूट्रल था, बट मास इज नियरली इक्वल टू द मास ऑफ द प्रोटॉन. सो दिस पार्टिकल इज टर्म्ड एज न्यूट्रॉन. इसको क्या नाम दिया गया, न्यूट्रॉन. सो चैडविक इन 1932 परफॉर्म्ड एन स्कैटरिंग एक्सपेरिमेंट. इन दिस स्कैटरिंग एक्सपेरिमेंट he bombarded the alpha particle with the lighter particles like beryllium and boron. Then he observed that an unknown particle is emitted from this experiment whose charge is nearly equal to the charge of the proton, but this particle is neutral at all, and this is termed as neutron. So how we will able to define the neutron? Neutron is that fundamental particle which has no charge and it has a mass nearly equal to that the mass of the proton. So in this way we can able to define electron, proton and neutron. Once again when we define neutron, proton and electron, repeat with me. If we define electron, what is electron? Electron is that fundamental particle which carry 1 unit negative charge and has a mass 1/1837 to the mass of the hydrogen atom. What is proton? Proton is that fundamental particle of the atom which carry 1 unit positive charge and has a mass nearly equal to that of the hydrogen atom. And what is neutron? Neutron is that fundamental particle of the atom which has no charge but has a mass nearly equal to that of the proton. Then why I am using nearly term here? Because when we experimentally or when we calculated the mass of the electron, protons and neutron, the mass of neutron is slightly more than that of the proton. Though there is a very little difference, but the mass of neutron is slightly more than that of the proton. So if we write the reaction here, alpha particle is represented by He24 plus beryllium particle. Now what is the atomic number of beryllium? The atomic number of beryllium is 4 and its mass is 9. Clear? When alpha particle is bombarded with beryllium, it gets converted into carbon whose atomic number is 6, but the mass, here the mass is, what the mass come? Here the mass comes 12. 9 plus 4, what's the value? 13. So here release one particle which has no charge but has a mass 1. So this reaction also follows the law of conservation of mass which we studied in first chapter, that the mass of the reactant is equals to the mass of the product. ये रिएक्शन किसको फॉलो कर रहा है? लॉ ऑफ कंजर्वेशन ऑफ मास को भी फॉलो कर रहा है, क्योंकि अगर हम यहाँ पे टोटल मास देखें दैट इज इक्वल्स टू 9 प्लस 4, ये किसके इक्वल आ रहा है? 12 प्लस 1 दैट इज 13 के इक्वल. दो दिस इज नॉट आवर प्रोडक्ट, दिस इज अ पार्टिकल. ये हमारा पार्टिकल है जो हमें इन द फॉर्म ऑफ एनर्जी मिल रहा है. क्लियर? सो इन दिस वे में हमारा क्या डिस्कवर हुआ? न्यूट्रॉन इज द ओवरऑल table for electron, proton and neutron. Electron represented by E, proton represented by P, neutron represented by N. The charge of electron is -1, the charge of proton is +1 and the charge of neutron is 0. The mass of electron is 9.1 into 10 to the power -31 kg. The mass of proton is 1.672 into 10 to the power -27 kg. And the mass of neutron is 1.674 into 10 to the power -27 kg. And if you are noticing, the mass of the neutron is slightly greater than the mass of the proton. Clear? So in this way, electron, protons and neutrons were discovered by our scientists. So guys, that's all for today. In our next video, we'll study about different models of atom or the arrangement of electron, protons and neutrons in an atom. Till then, stay safe, stay at home. Bye bye.